What would you do if your golden child brother destroyed your future overnight? My brother Bradley could do no wrong in our parents' eyes. Captain of the lacrosse team, B+ student without trying, charismatic enough to talk his way out of any situation. Meanwhile, I was the weird art kid who spent Friday nights in the garage studio I'd built myself, covered in paint and charcoal instead of partying. The Rhode Island School of Design scholarship was my one chance at art school. It was a full ride for one student from our state, decided by portfolio review and interview. I'd spent 2 years preparing 43 pieces, paintings, sculptures, mixed media installations, all professionally documented. My AP art teacher said it was the strongest portfolio she'd seen in 20 years. Bradley had been accepted to State University for business, with our parents covering his tuition. When I mentioned the scholarship, Dad just said, "Maybe you should have picked a real major like your brother." The night before my interview, I checked everything one last time. Portfolio organized, artist statements printed, USB backup ready, cases locked. I went to bed at 11. Bradley stumbled home from a party at 2. At 6 a.m., I went to the garage to load my car and froze. Everything was destroyed. My oil paintings were slashed, my sculptures smashed, my sketchbooks soaked in beer and motor oil. Spray paint across my cases read, "Get a real job." My final installation, 8 months of work about our grandmother's immigration story, was dismantled. Photos torn, fabric cut, the wooden frame broken into kindling. I screamed so loudly the neighbors called the police. Bradley emerged, reeking of alcohol, pretending to be shocked. But the evidence was clear. Paint from my limited edition metallics was splattered across the canvases and on his shoes. When Mom and Dad came running, their first response wasn't comfort. It was Dad saying, "You probably left the garage door open. This is what happens when you don't listen about security." I had 4 hours until my interview. Nothing to show but digital photos. That's when Ms. Chen, my art teacher, arrived. Our neighbor had called her. She immediately noticed the paint on Bradley's shoes and reminded me of the motion-activated security camera I'd installed months ago. We pulled up the cloud footage. Bradley, at 2:47 a.m., methodically destroying everything while drinking, muttering, "Think you're so special. Let's see you get into art school now." His friend Derek filmed it all, laughing. With the video evidence, Ms. Chen called the police back and then called RISD. The committee arranged a Zoom interview. I presented my documented portfolio, walked them through the wreckage, and broke down explaining what each destroyed piece had meant. The head interviewer, a stern older woman, looked genuinely shaken. "Your work is exceptional. The scholarship is yours." Bradley was arrested for felony vandalism, the damage valued at over $20,000. Derek's videos leaked from his Instagram story, sealing the case. Bradley got 6 months in jail, 3 years probation, and restitution. His admission to state was rescinded. Derek got community service and a $5,000 fine. My parents begged me to drop charges. "He's your brother. He didn't mean it. You got the scholarship anyway." Instead, I moved out that very day with Ms. Chen's help. My parents paid Bradley's legal fees but refused to cover my dorm deposit. Ms. Chen and the art department fundraised so I could move in. I'm now about to graduate from RISD. My thesis exhibition is about destruction and redemption, featuring photos of my ruined portfolio alongside new works created from the wreckage. A gallery already wants to represent me. Bradley works at a print shop, making copies of other people's art. His Instagram bio still says, State University Business 2025. And my parents still wonder why I don't come home for holidays.